I'm the real deal. You're lucky I'm even talking to you.
What?
It's all good, man.
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to reacting to Better Call Saul Season 4 Episode 1. Yes guys, this is a new season, and the last season, the season final for Season 3 was crazy, okay? Jimmy did the right thing, right? By turning all the old ladies against him, and he lost all his clients just to make sure the old lady that he bullied into a settlement, I guess he lost the settlement too, right? He did everything to make sure that the old lady wasn't suffering, but he already did his damage, right? And yeah, sure, now they're all good, right? But bruh, why would you go through all of that, do all that, just to, in the end, make it right? Like, my man is, I don't know, bro. Chuck is right about Jimmy. He's gonna hurt people around him without even realizing he's hurting them. And yes, this is not the first time he's done this, right? Just hurting people and then making it all better, but you still hurt people, right? So messed up. But the very ending of the last episode, Chuck committing suicide, that was crazy. I really hope he doesn't die, because that's gonna devastate Jimmy, man. This is slowly becoming, like, starting to tie with Breaking Bad, with Gus and Mike working together on that. Bruh, I don't know how many seasons this show has, but nah, the last episode was tough. I can't wait to jump straight into this and see what the hell happened. That being said, enjoy my reaction.
For some reason, this computer keeps kicking us back.
Yeah, he's a wanted man.
And this is your current address?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
I think it's going through now.
So it's
That is
okay.
crazy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I can...
Have a good night. I'm sorry for keeping you.
Is he gonna run? Yo, my man is struggling. You better hurry, bro. But I don't think Chuck survived, because if nobody was there and he set the whole house on fire, how do you survive that?
Did you see the backyard? His microwave, his stereo, his lights, dishwasher, all the kitchen stuff.
But that's it.
Hey, baby.
Thank you. Is that the soaker hose you two made?
Well, yeah. I can pick her up the rest of the week if you want.
Are you sure? What about your new job?
I make my own house. Yes. Las Cruces for Madrigal Intramodal. M-A-D-R-I-G-A-L. Yes. Yeah. And would you have an address for that?
Over the course of 23 years, the two men built what became known as Hamlin McGill into a nationally recognized firm. Charles made his mark in many areas of the law. Early in his career, he excelled in criminal law.
This ain't easy on poor old Jimmy here. My man devastated. He's the last one. Last family member standing. He's all alone. That's a scary thought. This guy's gonna say something. We know Salamanca's gonna survive, but he probably won't be the same.
Don Juan. La ambulancia se acaba de ir. No es buena noticia. No. Su hombre. You drive.
Yo, I think Gus snitched on him. It's kinda messed up. But then again, he has no loyalties to Nacho. He doesn't even know Nacho. For all he knows, he's just a subordinate who disobeyed orders and tried to poison his superior.
Las colectas continúan igual. El recuento debe ser exacto. Si alguien cruza una línea, ustedes los paran.
He's
Tienen
putting
una
them in
entrega mañana
charge.
por la noche. La recogen, la empaquetan, la distribuyen. Todo como lo han hecho antes.
Lo que trae el caos. Lo que trae la DEA.
So, is he gonna suggest he takes over Salamanca's territories? Oh, somebody's watching over him. Who is this? Gus's guy. Yeah, Gus saw that he was... Oh, they have a tracker on him. I don't know how he managed to not get dirty by doing that, but okay. Okay. He's wiping his arms, but there should be way more.
Practically brand new. Okay, thanks.
Okay, somebody's sabotaged him. And possibly robbed him.
Do you have a gun?
I'm sorry?
Does Bruce Lee have a gun? Because if
Bruh.
he doesn't, it's Ali in 3 minutes or less.
See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, hold up. Wait. Did you sign Tina's birthday card?
No.
Would you mind?
Bro, what is he doing? Bro, he acting like he owns the place. And they're listening to him because he's old. And he's intimidating.
There's no facility-wide badge check. I find access doors left unlocked or propped open, passwords written on Post-it notes. Warehouse workers are using pen and paper instead of electronic inventory devices, which leaves you wide open to pilfering. You got duplicate routing numbers on cargo.
Cliff, appreciate that.
Hank, he was a hell of a lawyer.
Yes, he was.
Jimmy, we're going to miss him so much.
He has a lot of co-workers here, not a lot of family. But I guess his business was his family. And then that family pushed him to retirement, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
We heard Chuck was retiring from HHM. But that's not the truth. The truth is that we had a disagreement. The fact is, he started getting better after that.
You know what's messed up? The straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to Howard and Chuck's relationship, what made Howard push him out was Jimmy. Jimmy increasing his security insurance, right? Right? He did that. So again, he hurt somebody wanting to hurt him. I mean, I guess he did want to hurt Chuck in that instance, but he didn't know how far it will end up going. Messed up as it is, it's true. Jimmy killed his brother, or at least pushed him to.
He took more of an interest in the firm. He came to work. We could leave the lights on. He was improving until the thing with the insurance. So it wasn't the bar hearing.
Here we go.
Our malpractice insurance. They found out about Chuck's condition and raised our rates. Chuck went ballistic. He wanted to go to war. I drew a line. He wouldn't back down. So I forced him out.
Crazy. It's all Jimmy's fault.
Well, Howard, I guess that's your cross to bear.
He's not gonna tell him. Damn. Ruthless. Damn. Yo, Jimmy. He could have eased his suffering, his conscience, but nah, bro. He chose to not say anything. I guess it would make him look horrible. My man whistling. Damn, bro. I feel sorry for Howard. Like I said, he's a victim of a toxic relationship between Chuck and Jimmy, and it just keeps continuing. Jimmy doesn't care. My man's like, hey, that's your cross to bear. Really, bro? You just heard it's pretty much your fault. Then again, of course, I mean, Chuck did have his issues, and the fact that he was pushed to doing this to himself, raise a hand to himself, that's just, you know, I don't know, bro. We can't really put blame on Jimmy and Howard. Of course, both of them had a hand to play, but in the end, Chuck was ill, bro. Like, let's be honest. So, I'm not gonna blame them too much, but yeah, Howard definitely blames himself, and Jimmy, he probably deep down is gonna blame himself after hearing this, right? He probably already blamed himself, but now, after hearing about the insurance and all that, he's probably gonna kick himself to death. But he chose to just not show it. He was like, huh, that's your cross to bear. Because, let's be honest, Jimmy's going through it as well because of Chuck, right? He got suspended and all that, so that's messed up. That's a messed up, dysfunctional relationship that I would never want to be a part of. That's just hard to, man, I can't believe Chuck's gone. Chuck's really gone. Just like that. And they all know it wasn't no coincidence, right? Chuck was no fool. He might have been a bit crazy, but he was no fool. Yo, I really did. At the beginning of this episode, I really did think that Chuck was gonna pull through somehow, but I guess not. Listen, guys, that being said, today we're going to be reacting to Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 2. Now, guys, in the last episode, Chuck indeed died, bruh. I really thought he was gonna pull through, but no. They just killed him off-screen, which is crazy. I mean, it wasn't off-screen. They showed us that he hit that lantern, like, kicked it. But still, man, that was just insane. And looks like Jimmy took his final words seriously. Like, he's not gonna dwell on the fact that he hurts other people, even though it's usually not intentionally, but right? So that's why in the last episode he told Howard that's something you need to bear, right? Because Chuck committed, you know, suicide because of Howard, partly because, you know, he pushed him out. So Jimmy had a perfectly good opportunity there to ease Howard's suffering, but he just didn't care, right? Then there's the whole subplot with Mike and him just going overboard. He's trying to earn the check that he's receiving, but it's money laundering and it's his own money, bro, that he stole from Salamanca. So Mike is doing too much, right? And yeah, a lot is happening. I'm yet to see what's gonna happen to Nacho. Seems like it's gonna be cool, but I still think that Nacho's somehow gonna die. I don't know how. Either Hector's gonna kill him or Gus is gonna kill him, because we know Gus's people are trailing him. That being said, I ain't gonna pull out this that much. If you enjoy my reactions, you know what to do. Let's go. Okay, who's in the hospital? Is it Jimmy in present time because he collapsed? So they snuck in to see Hector's condition. Yeah, and Gus
He's
is
no
waiting.
longer in a coma, but he's unresponsive. His condition is stable. They're managing his blood pressure. But whether he will wake up and understand what's going on around him, there's no way of knowing.
I decide what he deserves.
This is personal for Gus. He's not gonna let him off that easily.
No one else.
Jimmy,
Okay.
you know, you can take some time off.
Well, you need
No
to
reason to
eat.
ding you for not having a steady job right this minute.
Why wait? I don't want unemployment hanging over my head, and we could use another paycheck. And
Stability.
besides, this is your office now. I don't want to be a distraction.
But you're not a distraction.
So soy yo.
Yeah, he's mad at you. You let him down. Disappointed him. Take it and leave.
Puedes quedarte con eso. Nadie viene por él.
Damn, he doesn't even want to talk to him.
They started this company almost 50 years ago.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah. And we think that other fellow is Frank Corker, one of the early repairmen.
Well, they must have relied on him a lot. That's a thermofax. It needed a specially coated paper to get an image off one of those babies.
Mr. Neff, this is James McGill.
Oh, just Jimmy's fine.
Jimmy, pleasure. Come on down. Have a seat. Yeah. Guessing Henry filled you in on what we're looking for.
Oh, he did indeed. Office-to-office salesman, willing to have multiple doors slammed in my face with one mission. Being a lawyer, my job was sales. I was selling to judges, I was selling to juries. Sometimes I was selling to clients to take the best deal from a series of bad options. But every hour of every day, I was convincing, persuading, I was selling.
True, not to mention the commercials he directed and all that. That was all sales, bro. My man did advertisement, everything, right? So this man is a walking, he knows business, right? Yeah, sure, he doesn't have this particular experience, but he can learn on the fly. But he deflected that answer. He didn't say why he's not a lawyer anymore. So if this guy circles back to that, will he like the answer?
I hear what you're saying. You know, we have a lot of high-ticket items and a clientele primed to say no.
Well, my spirit animal is a Gila monster. Once I latch on, I don't let go. I can tell you this, none of them will have the connection to your machines that I do. None. I worked in the mailroom. I know how important the copy machine is. Deadlines, last-minute changes. And I was in there. I was clearing paper jams. I was cleaning ink off gears and rollers, trying to figure out where the mystery streaks were coming from.
Hey, he's selling right now, right? Which is the job description, so they should be impressed by the speech itself, right? It kind of shows that he is capable of doing this, right? Pulling this off.
I was down on my hands and knees with my tie over my shoulder and ink-stained hands and a line of assistants out the door, and they're all worried that they're going to lose their job. So just like that, huh?
Yep, why wait when we could get you rolling?
You were going to take some time, though, and consider your options, but I just come in and did that little song and dance, and I'm in.
Why are you...
Yeah, right. That's right.
He's backpedaling. What is happening?
Are you out of your mind?
What the hell?
You don't know me. I just came in off the street. You guys are like a couple of cats. I come in, wave a shiny object around you, like, I want that. No due
Why
diligence.
is he self-sabotaging?
No background check. Hello. I'm wondering, are you still interviewing for the sales associate position? Great. I mean, I could be there in 20 minutes. James McGill. Ellen, okay, wonderful. Well, thank you, Ellen. I'll see you soon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Madrigal Electromotive.
Straight down the hall, the Sunday room on your left.
Thank you.
This is a big building.
If I show my face in your warehouse, it makes for a better cover story. Anyone ever ask if I was there? I was. Plus, you had a few things that needed correcting, so consider it a bonus.
That's not the point. This is meant to be a paper transaction. You
Yeah.
sit at home, and we pay you. Your own money. Doing
Exactly.
what you did, the way you did it, raises the threat of exposure.
Hello, hi. Sorry to interrupt. Dr. Dissett, this is Dr. Maureen Bruckner. Just arrived this morning.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Dr. Bruckner?
Dr. Bruckner's visiting from Johns Hopkins, and we're asking her to take the lead with some of the more severe cases in the ward, including Mr. Salamanca.
Don't worry. We're still running things.
Yeah, you're not running them.
Vamos a hacer. Hola. ¿Ustedes también son familiares?
Amigos de la familia.
Como les decía, regreso esta tarde con una terapeuta ocupacional para comenzar con el estímulo eléctrico. Mientras tanto, les pido que le hablen a Héctor. Hay la probabilidad que en cierto nivel.
Todos nuestros hombres se han mantenido ocupados. Realmente ocupados.
Así es, don Héctor. Nos mantenemos al corriente del conteo. Superar esto. Y estar más fuerte que nunca.
And he's the one that tried to kill him. That's ironic.
Our guy and Salamanca's man, Cologne. They came by in the afternoon. Nephews were in his room all day. Bruckner saw him 3 times, couple of specialists with her. They took him for a brain scan.
And?
It's everything, no change.
We know he's gonna get better. Did Chuck have a will, right? Because Howard gave him $3 million. And if Chuck's dead and the only living relative is Jimmy, should Jimmy get that money and the money that was supposed to come to Chuck? Like $7 million in total? Bro, come on. That's a lot of money.
Just a few more. I know Chuck was thorough, but even I didn't think there was going to be this much paperwork.
Having worked with him as long as I did, I was actually pleasantly surprised by his restraint.
It would be the right thing for Jimmy to go through whatever survived and take whatever he wants. I mean, anything with sentimental value.
We can set up a time. The estate can provide a truck and storage for anything he chooses to keep.
That's okay. Jimmy doesn't want any of it.
Damn.
You sure? I think the garage is pretty intact, except for some water damage.
He doesn't want it.
All that's left is for him to sign this agreement letter. Once that's done, we can disperse his share of the estate.
Let me guess. 4,000?
5.
Damn.
It's what you give when you want to cut someone out of a will but not have it contested. Just enough money to show the recipient wasn't forgotten.
Yeah, or you buy a small piece of property, like something like for 4K or 5K, a little piece of land in somewhere that nobody wants it, and you just give it to a person that you wanna get out of the will. Yeah, that's a classic move, man. So they
Chuck
can't
also
contest.
left a substantial endowment for a scholarship for deserving youth. I was hoping Jimmy would agree to serve on the board.
What were you thinking?
About
What were you thinking when you came to Jimmy on the day of his brother's funeral and laid that shit on him? That Chuck killed himself? What's wrong with you?
I thought I owed it to Jimmy to tell him.
Let's talk about fair. Hey, let's let Jimmy dig around the fire-damaged wreck where his brother died screaming. And then let's let him pick up a keepsake or two. That is so fair.
And what's messed up is Jimmy didn't ask her to come here. She came on his behalf because Jimmy wasn't gonna come, right? So she's fighting his battles for him, which Jimmy didn't even want to address. But yeah, she's kind of right. Howard did say all of that to make himself feel better. And like unintentionally, yeah, he let Jimmy know that he was the one that basically killed his brother because he was the one that messed with his insurance policy and all that, so...
Did I hear you right? You want him to serve on the board of a scholarship committee? A scholarship that Chuck never in a million years would have given to Jimmy. Never! It is
True.
oh, what's this too, huh, Howard? What's in this? One last screw you, little brother, from beyond the grave? Just stay away.
Man, it's messed up, man. Because Jimmy could really use that money and Chuck didn't leave him a cent. And he's his only brother, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, you... Man... Figurines. Oh, they're gonna try and strong-arm Gus again? Even though Salamanca's unconscious? Not a good idea.
Where's the rest? I only see 5.
It's a one-time only.
Not the way we see it.
That's the way it is.
They're gonna fold? Yo, Nacho's not gonna survive Saul, bruh. Better call Saul. Somebody's gonna kill Nacho. Because he was nowhere to be found in Breaking Bad.
That's how you do it. We had them pissing their pants.
Oh, you're done.
Look at me. From now on,
you work for me.
Are mine.
That is crazy. He's gonna be a double agent. And this is perfect for Gus, because now this guy's dead. So Nacho's gonna have to take over the Salamanca business. And if he is in Gus's pocket, it's just easy for Gus. Nah, Gus did this well. Like I said, this is gonna be easy for Gus from now on, because the only man left standing to take over the family business is gonna be Nacho, and Nacho is now in the back pocket of Gus, because if Gus tells the Salamancas, aka the twins, who hurt their Hector, yeah, it's gonna be bye-bye Nacho family, bruh. So yeah, Nacho's gonna have to listen to Gus. This is a perfect plan. Everything fell into place. But why did Jimmy call Mike? That's what I want to know. He has a plan. He was looking at some special figurines on the computer. I really hope he doesn't plan on breaking into that old lady's house that he represented while he was an attorney, right? Because I remember a sweet old lady having some figurines, so maybe he wants to break in, take them, and then sell them for some quick dough. I don't know, but damn, Jimmy's been all over the place, and I can't really blame him. Yeah, he's definitely hurting about Chuck. It's horrible. But yeah, nothing can really fix it, only time. But a very interesting episode. Nacho dies for sure, bruh. He's a dope character, so if he survived into Breaking Bad, I'm sure we would have seen him. So something horrible is gonna happen to him in Better Call Saul. And he's getting deeper and deeper into this shit, and we can see his anxiety just rushing, and he just doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. But there's no way out, right? Because if he dips, they're gonna come after his family, so he's really in a bad spot, bro. Really. Also, sorry if I'm a bit late with this episode. I'm probably gonna be an hour or two late, but it's nothing that serious. But yeah, that being said, I ain't gonna prolong this that much. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, love you, enjoy, and bye.